And an enormous welcome to you, Maria. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm surprised the pillows are not yellow.
We're in
the yellow world.
How does your personal background and experience influence your decision making on projects that you're invested in or companies that you align yourself to?
Yeah, it starts with conversation. In business, particularly in the last couple of years, I retired in February, which was followed immediately by 2020, followed by COVID. And I spent the first 12 months, although my business was I was brought into business by being an athlete, but the first year within COVID, I met founders and entrepreneurs, and through video, of course, but I just wanted to really get to know them. I wanted to learn about their business, about their passion, and they were the first few ones that kind of taught me, right? That taught me about this world, this digital asset, that cryptocurrency was going to be a huge part of their business. And when I started hearing it from a few people, I was like, well, I mean, in relatively different spaces, I knew that this was going to be, this was here to stay. So I was like, well, I guess I'm in it now.
Well, you definitely used your lockdown during the pandemic more.
Yes.
More effectively than I did. I think mine involved more Netflix and wine, so congratulations.
Oh no, I definitely had Netflix and wine. Plenty of wine.
So Maria, in the short amount of time that we've spent together, and obviously you're incredibly passionate about sports. I learned that you're very passionate about interior design and architecture and all of your business ventures. Yeah. How do you see Web3 positively disrupting the industries that you love the most?
I love creating experiences, and whether that's for my friends or my family, and that comes from my passion of design and architecture. Actually, as a young girl, I wanted to be an architect. And I think it was just a discipline of engineering something, of seeing something come to life where it looks so effortless, but there's so much work, behind the scenes. And so the NFT space has me excited because I feel like I can create these worlds that are beautiful to me and aesthetic, and I can share them with the community that's followed me for so long. And I can also expose myself to an entirely new community that's interested in this space. So I'm taking my time with it. I'm working on building it because there's a lot of stuff out there that isn't of the highest quality. And if there's one thing that I'd love to see is I'd love to see a stronger curation of companies creating quality work. And so the next NFT project that I'll put myself in front of, it will be about longevity and quality as opposed to something that is launched, that is minted, and that's kept in the wall for a long time and never seen again.
I completely agree. I think for us as well, focusing on the purpose and utility of our products, of the projects that we align ourselves to, it is really how this industry is going to win and enter the mainstream. So I couldn't agree more.
Exposing myself to new avenues of growth, putting myself in a position of curiosity, which I think, as an individual has helped me grow while I was an athlete, always trying to find whether it was an entirely new revenue stream or whether it was learning from entrepreneurs and businesses and just working my mind and the space of Web3, the opportunities that we have as a talent, as athletes, is extraordinary. And it's really about understanding, one is finding your way through it, becoming more knowledgeable, but also just understanding what fits to you, because there's so many options, right? And there are things you might like about it and things that you don't. And so I've taken my time. I've definitely I'm more of a crypto-curious individual as opposed to an enthusiast that knows everything. I'm the one that's currently asking all the questions, but I'm also starting to understand how I will apply my experience and my fan base into this space.
What advice would you give them?
Don't be afraid to take chances. This is a new space. I know for many of you here, you're a deep enthusiast, and so you are aware of all the infrastructure, what you can create, how it's come about, but there are a lot of people outside of the space that are unfamiliar. And personalizing this space, which I think is really important. It's not sharing your story, sharing how how you work with the Web3 and connecting it with people that are less familiar, exposing your experiences to them. I've made so many mistakes and losses, I've lost so many matches, but I find that when you expose yourself, you put yourself at the front, that something beautiful comes out of it. You know, it's really hard at first, but by, you know, if you have a certain amount of money to invest in this space, just to see how it goes, even if you end up losing it, which hopefully in 10 years you triple or quadruple or tenfold. Just seeing the process of that growth, you learn so much. So just keep taking chances is the advice I'd give.
What a fantastic role model, entrepreneur and sportswoman.
I know, how wonderful, and just really great messaging around patience, staying curious, growing personally, financially, and obviously for our women in the audience, I see you. We're happy that you're here and we hope to have more and more. Haley, what's on next?